Hi all. We can start a drafting session, shop drawing preparation. See, remember the upcoming 4 or 5 sessions it will take to complete this drafting session, including sheet setting, pen assignment and all. But just understand this is not design class, this is drafting only. In the introduction class, we have discussed, suppose for MEP projects normally, minimum 4 types of drawings we have to deal. For example, the first 2 drawings are tender drawings and IFC layout. Correct. Tender drawings normally will be prepared by the consultant. Using tender drawings only, the contracting company will be doing the cost estimation and they'll be submitting their price. Once the project has awarded to a particular contractor, then the letter of intent will be awarded. Then the contracting company will be issuing IFC layout, issued for construction layout in other countries. India, we used to call that as GFC layout, good for construction layout. IFC or GFC layout, they will be issuing. Anyhow, the IFC layout or GFC layout with respect to the specified data, they are proposing it. Means what they have designed. For example, here we are having 2 number of machines. We can discuss that. See, we are having 2 number of machine, FCU2 and FCU1. FCU1, when you are coming to the schedule, this is a tender drawing only. FCU1, it is having 17.4 kilowatt. Out of 17.4, 15.6 kilowatt is sensible, and it is having an airflow rate of 936 liter per second. Remaining chilled water details, chilled water flow rate, everything is there. But there is some mistakes in the schedule. I will explain. Okay. And see, the data that we are having in the schedule is specified data only. Specified data. Specified data means what they have designed. In the HARP classes, we are doing it, right? All the space input we have provided, and after that, we will be assigning the system. Then we will be generating the report. As per the report, only we will be selecting it. But in the real scenario, means when the consultant is preparing the tender drawings or the IFC layout, with respect to the design only, they will be doing it. But when the contracting company is preparing their own drawings, what are that? Shop drawing. When the contracting company is creating shop drawing against the selection of or the design of consultant, they have to go to the technical data sheet provided by the supplier. Then the model number of machine has to be selected. Plus or minus 10% difference from the consultant design is permissible somehow. But anyhow, contractor, when we are doing the shop drawing, they have to use the real block. A real block. Shop drawing, comparing to all the last drawing is as-built layout, means how the project has completed, the same way we will be making the last layout. That is called the as-built layout. Okay, so for important layout, tender drawing, IFC layout or GFC layout prepared by the consultant, shop drawings or as-built layout prepared by the contracting company. Comparing to all the other drawings, shop drawing only we will be incorporating maximum detail. So this one is a tender drawing received by the consultant. Tender drawing, most of the time the duct dimensions will be there, duct route will be there, air terminal details will be there, but 2-dimensional layout is very rare. When you are receiving tender drawings, normally tender drawings will be most of the time it will be single line only. A route will be there, but not a lot of clarity will be missing. So what I'm doing in this layout, I'm just going to create my which one? Shop drawing. See, anyhow, machine we have to discuss, we have to study a lot. But anyhow, this is a machine, fan coil unit, FCU2. Actually, there is a mismatch between this drawing and the schedule, because fan coil unit normally here they have provided like chilled water inlet and outlet temperature. So these machines are chilled water machines only. But at the same time, in the type of machine, they have provided ducted split. Actually, ductable split is not chilled water. Ductable split is DX machines only. We'll study. Anyhow, there's a small mismatch. No problem. Neglect it. Okay. So here we are having an FCU, a ductable 700 liter per second. FCU2 is having a flow rate of it is having a kilowatt of 13.5 kilowatt and the flow rate of 700 liter per second. Okay, 700 liter per second. The fan coil unit. This fan coil unit is a ductable unit. It is having an average capacity of 1 ton of refrigeration to 5 ton of refrigeration. Okay. Normally, we will be hanging this machine above the false ceiling. How means? It's a ductable unit. But don't worry, in the machine classes, we'll be studying that in detail. For example, this is your finished floor level. This is your false ceiling level. and bottom of slab and top of slab. So this is our ductable split AC, and all the four corners will be having provision to hang it. So in the slab we will be drilling hole, and after that there we will be placing anchor bolt. After placing the anchor bolt, there we will be placing vibration isolator. Then we will be placing a threaded rod. Threaded rod will be connecting to the machine. There will be having a bolt and rubber grommet bush. Then we will be placing this one. And what all items will be there to install a fan coil unit or an air handling unit in the upcoming classes means quantity surveying and estimation sessions, and the machine session we will study in detail. Okay. Anyhow, this is a hanging machine. We will be hanging this machine above the false ceiling. On the false ceiling, let's say we might be having air terminals. Sometimes it might be square, or it might be a round, or it might be a linear type, or it's a linear slot diffuser, or it might be a disc wall, displacement diffuser, perforated diffuser, egg crate, a lot of different types of air terminals we are having. In the air terminal design classes, we will study that. Okay. Anyhow, air terminal is simply nothing. It's an accessory through which we are delivering air to the spaces. We are taking air from the spaces. Okay. So anyhow, from that machine, we'll be having duct. Okay. The duct will be connecting to the diffuser. Okay. So inside the machine, we'll be having a blower fan, and we'll be having a cooling coil if it's a cooling device. From the back side, most of the machine from the back side, it is taking the return. Okay. So means in the false ceiling, we'll be having a return diffuser at the same time, supply diffuser as well. You might have seen this thing before. See, don't worry. In the upcoming classes, we can study that. That is our square diffuser. This one, correct. You might have seen this thing. We are having one-way type, two-way, three-way, four-way. One-way, two-way corner is there, three-way corner is there. Different types are there. We can study that. Anyhow, their terminal class. Okay, so when the machine is working through the return diffuser, it will be taking hot air, because you can imagine when the machine is delivering for cooling purpose, when you are delivering the supplier is having less, it is having like less temperature. Temperature is less means density will be more. That's why the air will be accumulated, air weight will be more, no? That's why the cold air will be accumulated on the bottom. When the cold air is coming downside, it will be replacing the hot air upside. So since the false ceiling is a closed compartment above that, so when the blower fan is taking the suction, the only opening from the space is return diffuser. Through the return diffuser, then the return air will be going inside the building. So the machine fan will take it. It will be circulated through the cooling coil. The temperature will be decreased, sensible latent heat will remove. Then after that, through the duct, it will be distributing. Since the machine is located exactly above the false ceiling, it is not mandatory to connect the duct to the diffuser. But if the machine is located outside or some other region, then wherever the machine is delivering the supply, from the same room, the return has to be arranged. Then in the back side, we have to provide a plenum box. Return duct has to be introduced. We can study in the same session. I will explain. Okay. That's the way it is working. So this one is a ductable unit only. 700 liter per second of airflow rate. From the machine, front side, we are having supply duct. From the machine, okay, this is your machine. Front side, we are having supply duct, let's say. Supply duct of size of 400, 350. Always the first dimension, when you are looking from the top side. Plan, when you are looking from the top side, this is single line. When you are making it 2D, two-dimensional layout, always the first dimension is width only. For example, if this is your duct, when you are looking from the top side, if it is a 400, 350, this will be 400, height will be 350. So this is 400, 350. How it became 350, 400, 350? For 700 liter per second, when we are sizing the duct, we are having equal friction method, velocity reduction method, static regain method. Then we'll be at the time when we are sizing the duct, with respect to the space we are designing, what should be the NC value? How much decibel it is? We have to find it. By maintaining the NC value within the space, what is the maximum permissible duct velocity within the space from ASHRAE handbook we have to take. Then after that, we'll be going to the equal friction method or velocity reduction method, then we will be finding it. A lot of other parameters, because when you are taking a branch duct, when you are taking the connection from the main duct to the branch duct, the connection will be sometimes tab joint, or sometimes it might be a T joint. Accordingly, suppose if you are having a branch duct height of 350, main duct height of 350, the branch duct height should be minimum 50 mm less than 350. Maximum permissible height of this branch, you can provide 300 only. Why it is? Because it's a tab joint. You have to place the tab joint inside. Hammering allowances has to be provided. These things we'll be studying in the upcoming classes, duct design session. That's what I told. What we are going to do now is just drafting. If you are getting a tender drawing, a single line drawing in your hand, how you can make it like a two-dimensional shop drawing. What all details we have to incorporate there. Sectional creation, sheet setting, everything. For a design engineer, drafting is inevitable. Okay. So fine. So drafting sessions we can start. So AutoCAD basic commands we have already discussed. So now we can move. Let me explain this one. See, this is a floor plan of a building. Correct. Floor plan of a building. So we are having a front area, front space. All the spaces are open only. There is no door restriction. Here we are. This is my space number 1, space number 2, space number 3. This is my space number 4. Space number 1, this is our machine 1. Here we are having one more machine here. But in the tender drawing, they have used just a shape, a rectangular shape. When we are making the shop drawing, the actual dimension we should use. Okay. Then this a duct will come. See, here we are having grill. This is your grill only. If you're having doubt, when you can come to the layout. This one, SLG or RLG. SLG means supply linear bar grill or retain linear bar grill. The width of grill is 150 mm. Means when you are coming to the false ceiling, say, this is your grill. The listed width, the listed size of grill is 150. Means width of grill. It is not overall size. It will be like a rectangle shape like this. The width is means neck where the duct is connected, the width is 150 mm. Overall dimension will vary slightly. It will come 200. Okay. Now, from here we are having a machine. Okay, this is our machine. How we will be providing? Here you can see we are having this one, a box. This box is called a plenum box. There we are having, here we are having, here we are having. Means you might be having a duct in the top side. Okay. Means this will be fixed. This grill will be fixed on the false ceiling. And above this grill, we will be placing a linear box. This linear box is having a length of 1500 millimeter. Means the length of 1.5 meter. Means we have to design it with when we are studying air terminal, we can study. Then from the duct side, 3 number of flexible duct will come. The diameter of flexible duct is 200 mm. Here it is 200 mm. So 200 mm flexible duct will come. This is our first flexible duct. This is our second flexible duct. This is our third flexible duct. Then through the duct, the cold air will be coming. Then through the flexible duct, we can distribute the air through the plenum. Okay. This one. Sorry. Linear. Okay. Anyhow, linear diffuser. This is our linear diffuser plenum box only. Correct. Here only we'll be connecting the diffuser. Sorry, flexible duct. Everywhere we are having standard. Correct. So plenum box. Anyhow, once again I will explain that. Okay. See, when we are doing this drafting, 2 standards we will be incorporating. The one is SMACNA. Correct. That is our duct construction standard. The next one is DW144. Duct work 144. This is a British standard. This is an USA standard. Correct. India, we are following SMACNA only. But most of the companies in GCC and all, they are following duct work 144. DW144. One in other way, a lot of similarities between both the standards. We will be incorporating. The shop drawing should be clear, right? Okay. That's why from here, duct will be coming. Then above the linear bar grill, this is your linear bar grill. This linear bar grill will be fixed on the false ceiling. This is side throw. Normally, here in our case, we will be having down throw. This is the same item. There we are having down throw. Okay. So the same item we are having in the false ceiling. This one. So this will be fixed on the false ceiling. This will be linear. And this is your bottom of slab. So let's say this is your linear bar grill. Above this is your linear bar grill. Above that you will be having duct. Correct. Wherever we are providing plenum box supply, there we will be providing plenum box. That is called supply. The remaining region will be acting as dummy piece or return path. because we might be required just 4.5 meter of supply or 6 meter of return or 4.5 meter of return. But when the architect is proposing the type of diffuser, they might be proposing like a curvy shape or a square shape or a rectangular shape. Just for ceiling aesthetics, they are providing it. But wherever we are providing our supply, that one we can consider as supply. Wherever we are connecting plenum, the remaining thing will be acting as path of return. Even if the return diffuser length is more, the machine is not going to take extra air. Means how much quantity of air, if the machine is delivering 700 liter per second as supply, the same amount of air only the machine will be taking back. So even if the return path is more, it doesn't mean that the machine is going to take extra air from the spaces. How much it is delivering, the same only it will take return. Okay. So that's why. Then again, the duct will be going straight. This is our linear supply linear grill only, linear bar grill. When it is coming to the front side here, we are having a different type. We are having one space here. We are having another space here. We are having SLD or RLD. SLD or RLD means there is supply linear slot diffuser. Supply linear slot diffuser and return linear slot diffuser. Means that is also same as linear bar grill only, but selection criteria is different. We will select it. We will study that in the air terminal selection class. Okay, this one. But comparing to the linear bar grill, per meter flow rate means 1 meter linear bar grill for the how much amount of air you can deliver. For the same length, same dimension, linear slot diffuser, less air only you can deliver. Means airflow rate per meter of linear slot diffuser is less than linear bar grill. We can study, but it is good looking grill. Good looking means aesthetics you will get. Normally this linear slot diffuser, this is called a slot. 1 slot, this is 2 slot. 1 to 8 slots options are available for most of the manufacturer. 1 slot, 2 slot, this is 2 slot, this is 1, 2, 3 slot, 3 slot, correct. The width of slot will be varying 16 mm, 20 mm, 25 mm, like that. With respect to the manufacturer, the width of slot will vary. Okay, the same only we are using there. Linear slot diffuser, by the help of plenum only we are connecting it. Okay, see here. It is linear slot diffuser, 25 mm, 2 slot. It is having 2 slot. The width of slot is how much? 25 mm. Okay, the same way here we are having connecting plenum. The length of plenum is 1 meter. 1 meter. Okay, the same way here I am having 25 mm 2 slot, and here I am having square diffuser. The connection is different. Anyhow, one by one I will discuss. This is just an introduction of drafting. I will be explaining these things in detail. What I'm doing means I'm selecting my AutoCAD. And after that, when you're doing your drafting within your company, you might be working like a local server system way of working. Local server system way of working, or you might be working in AutoCAD 360. Local server system means when you are working within the company, all the computers that we are having within the company will be interconnecting with the local networking. Means when you are coming to here, no network drive. Normally, since it is a standalone system, for in my case, I'm not having any network because it's a personal system. But when you are working in a company, when you are selecting the network, lot of network drive will be there. Separate drive for MEP team, separate drive for like a civil team. Even MEP drive when you are opening, there also design team separately, drafting separate folders will be there. Well, so what all files that we are using for our design or execution related activity, everything we will be storing within the network drive only. Correct. That is called a local server way of working. All the computers will be interconnected with the company server system. AutoCAD 360 system is a cloud platform. Means one guy might be working in Dubai, other guy might be working in, let's say, Sri Lanka or in India. But we need a common cloud platform to share everything. No, that common cloud platform should be called the AutoCAD 360 system. AutoCAD 360. But you should be a genuine user when you are using it. So internationally, if you want to work, normally the common platform that we are same as BIM 360 in the Revit classes we will study. AutoCAD 360 platform, cloud platform we are having to work it. Whether that is local server way of working or it is AutoCAD 360 way of working, you should not double click and open your drawing and you can work. Drawing means architecture. As you know, when we are making our layout, which one will be our base drawing? Architecture layout. We will be getting architecture layout from the architect. That architecture layout we will be linking, and after that only we will be working it. So when you are receiving your architecture layout, if you are double clicking and opening your architecture layout, that will come as a fresh copy. Fresh copy. So if architect might be parallelly working in his system, whenever the architect is doing the changes in the same architecture layout, other teams should get the notification. Then only accordingly they can change it. For if the room dimension they are changing, wall dimension they are changing, location of wall they are changing, accordingly we should do our own changes, right? That's why when you double click and open the architecture layout, it will come as a fresh architectural copy. Whenever the architect is doing the changes, you will not be getting the notification there. Then what we have to do? We have to attach the layout. For MEP point of view, architecture layout is called xref file, external reference file. Okay. The first step, if you want to make your drawing, you need architectural xref. Architectural xref, I'm having. Architectural xref, let me select my architect. We will be getting from the architecture team. If you are working in a contracting company, you will be getting the architectural xref from the consultant. Consulting company only will be preparing. Architect should prepare it. Okay, so this is my architectural xref. This one. Correct. This is my architectural xref. See, the base point is exactly on the origin. Check if you want to check your base point of your drawing. This architecture only, I just have double click and open it. Just type base option. BASE, enter. Base is 0, 0, 0 only. Means X0, Y0, Z0. This is important. Okay. Then one more base option is there. Insertion base. INS base option. Means xref insertion point. That is also you have to make sure the point should be 0, 0, 0. This xref is perfect. So when you are receiving the xref, check the base point whether that is 0, 0, 0, okay or not. Is okay. So this is the architecture layout. This layout only I am going to use. Okay. What I am doing, let me select this one. Okay. I have selected a new drawing. Next step, I am going to attach my architecture layout as an xref. So if you want to attach xref, different options we are having. Okay. From insert option, here we are having reference sections. Here we are having attach xref option. When you are selecting your attach xref option, you will be getting select reference file screen. So from the ribbon, you can take it. Or you can type external references, enter. When you are typing external references, you'll be getting this file references screen like this. Okay. If you don't want, you can close it. Or you can type XR enter, XR or XREF enter, XR enter. The same screen you will get. Same command, both, whether that is external reference or XR, you'll be getting it. Then you can come to here, or you can right click here. We are having attached drawing. Right click in the screen, attached drawing. Or you can come here, we are having attached drawing. You can select attached drawing. When you are selecting attached drawing, here we are having an option called select references file. Means within your computer or in the network drive, where you are placing your architecture xref, you can select it and you can open it. That's way. But this select references file screen, directly you want to select, the easy option is XA enter. XA enter, or when you are going to the insert option, this one, same command only, select references file. Okay, fine. But first step, we should set our unit. So I'll be setting UN enter, unit. I have to make sure decimal, precision 00. I'm doing in millimeter. Click OK. I don't want this back screen, this grid, it is irritating. I don't want it. Now I am going to attach my xref. I should attach that in my origin. This is my origin point 00. Exactly on origin, I have to place it. Okay. That's why XA enter. Where is your architecture xref? In your desktop. Okay. So this is my architectural xref file. Open it. Now, insertion point, two options we are having. Specify on screen. When you are selecting specify on screen, click OK. You can click the base point. Means you can place it in a point. Suppose if you want to place it here, you can place it. That is called a specify on screen option. Okay. But instead of that, XA enter, XA enter, X attach enter. Again, I am taking it, open it. Instead of that, I have to place x0, y0. Z we don't mandatory. It is because we are doing that in where we are doing that in Z should be 0 always in 2-dimensional layout. Otherwise, when you are trying to do means, see, if you are providing some Z value, then from the 0 point, it will be having a height. Then you are making one line on x0, y0. After that, another line you are making with the Z value. These lines are not in a common plane. Means lines are not coplanar. Correct. Means normally when you are making your drawing, correct. One line is on, if any line, if you are providing some Z value, one line will be x0, y0, other line will be top, height difference will come. This condition is called a non-coplanar condition. So if any lines are non-coplanar, sometimes your fillet command, your trim command, then a lot of extend command will not work properly. Then what you have to do? We are having an option called the flatten. Flatten command we have to try, then the Z value we can, or we can go to the property, the Z value we can make 0, then we can work it. We can study that. Okay. Anyhow, so x0, y0, z0, if you want to make, click OK. So correct. x0, y0, exactly on the origin point you got that. I got it right. But from this drawing, I am selecting a line. Okay. With respect to this base point, see, snapping should on. Okay. With respect to the base point, I need x 10 mm. So line or polyline. So that is see x0, 0, enter. Then we'll be placing that as x10, 0, enter. So we'll be getting other line, means 10 mm from x. In the third point, I'll be placing y 10 mm. So x0, 0, 10, okay. Then minus value, minus 10, means minus 10, 0. Then C enter, we can close it. I should place here in this corner. Okay. So x10, y10, correct? Or x10, y5 we can provide, whatever it may. XA enter. I'm attaching my xref, XA enter. This architecture layout, open it. Now, X I am providing 10 mm, Y I am providing 10 mm. Okay. Now you can see the drawing came. Why this is important? Why this is important? At the time of coordination. For example, you might have attached your architecture xref first. The same time, after you have to attach your structural layout, right? Your structural layout for the same layout. And also, suppose if you are working everything in a local server system, it is easy only. But even though, if you are working in different system, HVAC might be done by separate system. Plumbing will be done by other guy in another system. When you are selecting everything in a single drawing, final coordination time, your base point should be proper. Then only one above one, perfectly we can place the services, the coordination we can do. The time when we are doing the coordination, with respect to the finished floor level, bottom of duct, what is the height? Bottom of pipe, what is the height? Bottom of tray, what is the height? Accordingly, we have to assign it manually. Then only the clash we are avoiding. So in time of coordination, this base point is mandatory. Correct. But it doesn't mean that whenever you are attaching your xref, always your xref is proper. Example, I am selecting another drawing. Okay. Unit I am setting. Okay. Millimeter, click OK. I'm going to attach another drawing, XA enter. Okay, some other drawing I'm planning to attach. Okay, in let's say one drawing, let me take it. So project for a project, this one, I'm having a architecture like stuff. This one, architecture like stuff. This drawing, click open it. But when I am attaching this one, everything is okay. Correct. Everything is fine. Scale, if you want to scale it, means actual dimension, if you need one, means base point 0, 0, 0. So in the origin, it should come. Origin, it should come. Click OK. But when I have placed it, now the xref came there. But if it is missing, what you can do? X ender, Z ender, E ender. Zoom extend. It was there, but it was too far away from the origin point. Now the origin you can place there. There is another story. Why this is happening? What is the reason behind it? Because when I am attaching with the X0, Y0, Z0, it is not coming properly. The reason is architectural drawing base error only. So I'm just selecting that drawing again. Which drawing that I have attached now? The same drawing I am selecting. For example, like, okay, this one, say, architecture xref, this one. Just this is an architecture xref. Okay, let me open the UCS. UCS is missing. Okay. Yeah, it is there only. Yeah, this is my UCS. Okay. So, see, this is my layout. Just check the base, BASC. Base point is not 0, 0, 0, right? Base is not 0, 0. That's the reason it was not coming perfectly on the base screen. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'll be placing this exactly on the origin. This is my 0, 0 point now. If you're having doubt, select a line, then 0, 0. That will be starting from the 0. That's a 0, 0. So I'll be making a reference line from here. One reference line from here as well. Okay. Now the unnecessary lines you can trim. TR double enter. Then this one I'll be placing there. At the same time, I'm exploding it. Okay. Means this job has to be done by the architect. Now what I'm doing, the base point I am correcting. For this object, base point I am correcting. So BAC, base ender. Make sure that is 0, 0, 0. Okay. Insertion base also, that will come same. INS base, same only. You have to make sure 0, 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0, 0. Enter. Now what you have to do, this origin, you have to place it there. Once again, you have to verify. Still, after checking it, just verify base. Now see, why? Because before placing the origin, I did the change. That's why it is coming so. Correct. So you have to place your origin, then you can correct your base. Okay. Means after correcting again, I have changed my origin. That's why the problem came. Okay. So select it. So base option, base 0, 0, 0, X0, Y0, Z0, INS base 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, already 0. Okay. Now we can save this one. File, you can save as a new drawing. Save as drawing in the desktop. In your folder, let's say, okay, drafting. Let's say I'll be creating a new folder, say test one. Test xref. Okay. Within that, architecture xref, base corrected. Okay, save it. Now just close this one. Close it. Okay. Just open that once again and check it in your folder. I'm just going to that one, architecture xref base corrector. Check the X, Y, Z. So base, still the problem is existing. Here you can see it is not corrected. We have to correct that again. Yeah. So this one, your base point should come until 0, 0, 0, 0, enter. Okay. INS base, that is 0 only. Now we can save that. Save as a drawing. Corrected, let's say 2. Save it. The file got corrected, then the issue. Now we can open this one. Okay, so this is our base point. Our base should be, now you can see the base 0, 0, 0 only. Correct. Insertion base also. That is 0, 0, 0. Now this xref got corrected. Now it is okay. Correct. You can save this one. You can select a new drawing. Select a new drawing. This one you can close. because there is already base corrected. Now, you can set your unit, UN enter, because both the drawings, the unit should match. Millimeter, precision, keep it there. Okay. Now you can type XA enter. You can attach it from where you are planning to load it. From the same, this is my architecture xref corrected to open it. Okay. Now when you are trying to open it, X0, Y0, Z0, click OK. Now you can see the drawing came on the same level. Correct. That's why if any xref is having error, first before attaching the xref, check the base point whether that is okay or not. And for in our case, we are not having issue. That was perfect only. Okay. So this has to be take care, because sometimes when you are attending the interview and they will give intentionally the base wrong drawing. Okay. But you can move it. Even if it is coming like somewhere else, it is not mandatory to do your project exactly as per the origin. You can move it. If you want, you can move it far away. Then you can work it, no problem. But if you are doing from origin, that will be good, no? Coordination will be good. After attaching your xref, what all changes we are doing in the xref? Parallelly, that you will be getting the notification. When you are accepting, top side, you will be, after 2021 only, that accepting option, tick option will come. When you are accepting the tick option, that changes will be reflecting in your computer as well. Okay. Anyhow, this is my xref. Okay. xref, when you are attaching, it might be slightly faded. xref will come as a block only. xref will be coming as a block only. From the origin, you can replace it. Okay. xref will come as a block. But if you want to edit it, that is possible. Correct. Top side, we are having an edit references in place option, but it is not recommended much, because this one is a sole property of architect. So you're not having the authority, but you can make something inside if you want. But editing xref is not recommended. Okay. But it is slightly faded, correct? Why? You can go to the insert option. In the insert option, we can see there is an option called reference option. In reference, an xref fading option has applied. That's why it has faded a little bit. Again, if you are increasing, the xref will be fading more. Okay. So in the xref fading, correct, the clarity you can, for example, xref fading is 0, the clarity will be more. Xref fading is slightly, when you are increasing, that will be increasing like that. You can fade it. Means when we are taking the printout of MEP services, the priority should be for MEP. No? Let me check it 1 second. See, I'm just taking the printout of this one. We will study that. Control P. Okay. I'm taking this one, but it is full of color. No? It is full of color. But when we are taking the printout of this xref file, correct, it should be faded. Even if in the insert section, references, xref fading has applied here, a value you can apply 50, 60, 70 or whatever it may, you can apply there. If you're applying, that will not help in the printing. Printing, what you have to do? Printing, xref color has to be changed. Means in the layer it is possible. That's why when we are after making our layout, when we are taking the printout, only the xref layer has to be highlighted. Oh, sorry, faded. Only the MEP services has to be highlighted. To do so, you can go to the home, you can go to the layer property. So we are having architectural this much layer plus a def point layer. Def point layer is an automatic layer. Whenever you are doing annotation, it will come. Means when you select a new layout, we are having only one layer, 0. But whenever you are doing the dimension, annotation, correct. After creating layer and all, if you are doing annotation, what will start? Your one more additional layer will come. That layer is called the def point layer. Any services you are keeping in the def point layer will not be printed on the paper. The last. So if you don't want to print something, you can keep that on the def point layer here. Def point layer you can't own. Means you can't print it. Always when you are going to the def point layer, here you can see we are having an option called the not to plot. Print option, plot. Always the def point plot option is hidden only, because you can't make it plotted. Any automatic layer only, that will come automatically. Any services you are keeping on the def point will not be coming on the print paper. Okay, we can discuss when we are doing the pen assignment. Okay, anyhow, this is my xref. All the xref, see, I'm just taking a printout, Control P. I'm taking a PDF, sheet setting we can study. I'm selecting a window, select it, preview. This is full of color. This should be faded, right? Same architecture color I don't want. I have to fade this one. Okay. So what I'm doing, you can go to the layer property, all this architecture layer means xref layer, color number 251, 252, 253 you can provide, or here we are having a transparency option. Transparency 0 to 90 you can apply, but that will not help effectively. This one, color number 251, 252 or 253 you have to assign. Then your xref will be fading. So I'm selecting all my xref. Any first layer you can click, and after that by clicking and holding your shift key, last layer you can click. So all the architecture layers are selected. Otherwise, any layer you can click Control A. Clicking and holding the Control key, A button, Control A, all the layer has selected. Now you can click here, color of layer, number you can provide. 251, 252, 253. The color 253 will be good. Gray color, gray shade. Click OK. Now you can see your xref color is this. When you are taking the printout, Control P. Okay. AutoCAD PDF high quality or small lot. Select your window. Just go to preview. Now you can see the color is faded. Correct. Okay, this is the thing. So this is important. Normally in model we will be doing the drafting. Layout only we will be doing the sheet setting. We'll do that. Okay, so this is my xref layer. Now I need some more layer has to be created for my HVAC services. Correct. I'll be creating some more layer. Create. I'm just going to the layer property. Create new layer. New layer. Not xref layer. Just go to the all option. New layer. That is my HVAC fan coil unit. Okay. Then I need HVAC supply air duct. Okay. Then again one more layer. That is HVAC square diffuser. Okay. Then diffuser already there in the false ceiling. So this one I am renaming. Then HVAC thermal insulation. Then one more layer. I need a new layer. HVAC acoustic lining. One more layer. HVAC volume control damper. HVAC flexible duct. HVAC RVCD. HVAC plenum boxes. Then anything extra we need later we can. Now all the HVAC, if you want to, now it is under all only, no? All the HVAC, if you want to make in a single folder, here we are having an option called what? New group. You can create a new group. That is my HVAC group. You can provide the name as HVAC. Now you can go to the all layer, select all the HVAC from here, shift and hold this one. Then you can drag it and you can place it inside HVAC. It will be there under all, but at the same time, you can go to HVAC. Only HVAC layer you can sort it. There is one option. So easily, because when you are doing a project within a company, thousands of layers will come sometimes. So if you want to find your own layer, it will be difficult to sort it out. That's why HVAC layer I have made like a separate layer group. Or filter option is also there. One more option. In all section, just the left side of that, layer filter option. Property filter. I'll be selecting this. Layer filter property. Okay. What filter? All the HVAC filter, HVAC items I need. Okay. So top side, I'll be providing, that is my HVAC layers. A name I am providing HVAC layer. After providing this HVAC layer, now what you have to sort it? With respect to the name, you can sort. Below the name, I am typing HVAC. So you can see all the HVAC layer has sorted. But when you are sorting it, if you don't know the name, only thing you know, the third word is A. Third word is A. So then accordingly you have to sort it. Then you can put question mark. The third word is A. You can see the HVAC has sorted. You know, architecture, ARC. First two words you don't know. But with respect to the third word, if you want to sort it, you can provide question mark. First two words you don't know, unknown. The third word is C. Now you can see arc C. Third word is C. Accordingly, you can sort the layers, because for big project and all, we might be having thousands of layers. So to sorting the layer is important. But with respect to the layer, I need HVAC. Okay, click OK. Now you can see all the HVAC layer. Either you can go for group option or you can go for this. These are xref layers. This is HVAC layers. Not only that, if you want to sort the layer with respect to the color code. For example, I'm just going to the HVAC layer. HVAC SAD, the color number, I am providing 70. Also, HVAC flexible duct, the color number, I am providing 70. Each color is having color number. This is very important because at the time of pen assignment, color number I have provided. Now, with respect to the color number also, I can do that. Color number. Plot option, not plot option, different option, lock option. I'm just going to the filter again. Okay. HVAC2, how we have to port. The first option, I should sort it with respect to HVAC. Okay. The second option, color number 70. Click OK. Correct. Now, what all objects are having color number 70 has sorted. Sometimes when you are doing your surveys, SAD, as per the company, we might be having a color number. Company will say, because when the companies are producing shop drawings, the drawing should have a uniformity, right? Drawing should have a uniform, because your duct should have one color, chilled water pipe should have one color, cable tray should have one color. So xref should be on what color number? 253. Like that, each and every services, what should be the color number, your company will provide. Accordingly, you have to do it. But in the same drawing, if you are working, you might be having like a lot of other will be using the same drawing. Lot of layers will be there. If any other guys are using the same color code, if you want to find it, because we are using for supplier duct color number 70, any other electrical team or firefighting team or civil team is using the same color number. If you want to sort it, you can go to the filter section. By the color number you can sort. Then you can sort it. Click OK. HVAC2. This is HVAC layer. All the HVAC name with respect to the name we have sorted. This is HVAC layer 2, which with respect to the color number we have sorted. Correct. Anyhow, I don't want this 2 layer. Right click, you can delete it. I don't want this as well. Delete. I need only HVAC layer. Okay. So that I can easily select. No, otherwise, if I am on all the layer, it will be difficult to select my own layer. Okay, fine. So I have attached my xref and I have created my layers as well. The next thing, I have to place my machine. I'm going to place my machine. Machine should be placed on which layer? Machine should be placed on HVAC FCU layer. HVAC FCU. So I'm just going to the layer property, or you can select any layer. For example, you can select HVAC FCU layer. Then you can provide make current. So that will become the current layer. That will become the current layer. Or you can go to the layer property. You can double click this one, or you can select this one. Here also we are having make current layer option. Either you can double click or you can click here. Different options we are having. Okay. Double clicking, you can make it. Okay. Now that is a current layer. There I have to place my fan coil on it. Okay. But which one? In is extra, this one, tender drawing, they are using just a shape. Okay. Let's say we have selected the machine. Machine selection we can study. We have selected the machine as per which one? As per a catalog, a Daikin catalog. And we found that the model number of the same machine is FD-MRN 50 AV1K. This is a model, means this is the data provided by the whom? It is provided by the consultant only. But contracting company has to select the machine as per the shop drawing. Normally, contracting company, not the shop drawing, as per the technical data sheet. Contracting company will not select it. Contracting companies will be sending this requirement to the supplier. Supplier will be selecting as per the catalog. They will be marking on the, highlighting on the technical data sheet. They will be submitting. But you should know how to select it. After the heat load, we can study that. A lot of parameters we need. Means we
Sorry,
need...
sir. Sorry to interrupt you. Sir, this drawing we are doing, this is for only one floor or a
It's
building?
just one floor. It's just a
Okay.
drafting class. It is one floor. Single floor only. Okay, it's a fit out project, single floor. See, that's why in reality, when we are selecting the machine, we need condenser entering temperature, entering wet bulb temperature. Then we need bypass factor. We need like this one, which one? Airflow rate. We need kilowatt of means machine total coil load. But let's say we have selected against this specified data. The model number is FDMRN 50AV1K. Means I need actual dimension of machine. When you are making your shop drawing, you need actual dimension. So I'm just selecting a technical data sheet for Daikin. FDMRN AV1K. This is a machine. Okay. I need FDMRN 50 AV1K. Indoor unit. FDMRN 50. You can go down. These are selection sheet only. We'll study. Now this just drafting. You can go down. Machine data. These are indoor unit only. FDMRN 20 AV1K. FDMRN 25, 30, 36, 50. All the model. This is an indoor unit. This is your ductable unit. This is the top view. When you are looking from the top side, this is a front view. Means this is your machine. This machine we will be hanging. Through this only we are hanging it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There you can provide your vibration isolator, threaded rod and all. This is a machine face. You can see the blower fan. It's a fan only. So machine face. And back side it is taking the return. Through this region it is delivering the supply. And this is machine side only, side view. Anyhow, when you are working in a company, the real family of the machine, we need this one. Real family of the machine, you will be getting from where? From the manufacturer only. Otherwise, you can go to the Daikin library. Means you can simply Google it, Daikin library. If it's a manufacturer library, Daikin CAD library, with respect to the model number, like in CAD library FDMRN, like 50 AV1K. You can go there, FDMRN 50 AV1K. Then from the Daikin website, you have to sign in. And after that, the CAD files we can download. Okay, you can, but you have to sign in there. But it is not mandatory because you can have a discussion with the supplier. They will provide it. Not mandatory always. If you're not getting what you have to do, you have to make it. If you're not getting the block from the manufacturer, the only option means we have to make it. So I'm just going to make the block. I'm not having any other details. So I'm just taking a snipping tool. I'm taking snipping tool, SNI. I'm creating new. I'm selecting this one. This is a top view. This is a model I'm going to create. Select this one, save it. I'm taking a screenshot. Snipping tool is there, no? SNI snipping tool. By the help of snipping tool, I have taken a screenshot. Now, this one I am saving. Okay, snipping tool. You can type like snipping tool. Fine. Let me save it. File, save as. Where inside your flow? Okay, November. Drafting. That is my FDMRN 50 AV1K. Is that 50 AV1K or not? Yeah. Okay, I have saved it. FDMRN 50, definitely. Okay, now I'm just coming to that folder. Where is that one? Your folder, drafting, FDMRN 50 AV1K. This one. I'm just going to create this one. I'm selecting AutoCAD. Okay. And I'm selecting a new layout. Means if you are not getting worst condition, you should face, right? Doesn't mean that always you are going to get the block. Normally when we are working in the company, only in the class I am covering drafting actually. Otherwise, okay. See this one. Which one? Unit you have to set. UN enter. Drafting is good only in the first starting phase. You will be getting a lot of satisfaction. But not for long time, right? Drafting, normally I will be designing it. Draftman will be doing it. But inevitable only, no. If you are an experienced person, you should know everything. Drafting is nowadays almost all the design engineers, they are doing both the design and the drafting. Because even if you are working like a senior design engineer or design manager, all in a sudden your it's a small company, your drafting people has left the company. So you have to take care of that situation, right? Now you are running your own company. I'm running my own business. So my staffs are asking like a 2 lakh salary. I can say just leave the company, no problem. I know how to make it. No, so you should know what exactly you are doing. That's why drafting is inevitable. You have to spend some time. Not like very versatile draftsman, but you should know that. Anyhow, shop drawing preparation perfectly you will learn. It will take some time, but study that. Okay, click OK. I set the unit. Now I am attaching it. Image attach. You can type image attach, or you can X attach your image. XA enter. If you want to X attach your image, drafting. Let's say all file, it is not coming. Image attach option is there from the select reference there file. Image attach option is there from here. You can from the insert option. Okay, and same as PDF, we are having image also. Snap. Oh, I forget that where it is. The PDF we can find from here. Let me load that PDF. From here we can PDF import. Image also there. You can find it. Image in the insert option only somewhere you can see. So I'm not wasting time. Simply the code is image attach. Definitely in the insert option you can find image attach. You can select image attach. So this is a file. Okay. It is not a scaled file. Just an image. Click open it. Okay. Click OK. I'm not providing anything. Click OK. Click inside. Click inside. This is my image. But you know, this one is not what. Select my dimension style. Text I'll be making for time being. Okay, so this is not a scaled one. If you're going to the drawing, this one, you can see the machine dimensions. Back side E, front side dimension from where to where? From this point, from the edge of this here to this point, the dimension is what? From this point, it is not there. But we have to find some non-distance. Means from here, this C, dimension C we can take. Dimension C for the front face, it is how much? For FDMR and 50 AV1K. The C is 1569. Dimension C for FDMR and 50 AV1K. Dimension, different dimension, A, K, everything you can find. We need dimension C, any one dimension. Dimension C for FDMR and 50 AV1K is 1526. With this, we have to scale your object. But when I am taking the dimension of this one, okay, just go to the home option, linear dimension. The mouth, linear dimension here. Mouth, I'll be checking from this point to this point. Okay. Now, what dimension we are getting there? That is 105.7523. Unit is properly, no? That is millimeter. What we need? We need 1500 something, no? We need. You can go to the calculator. So I'll be selecting calculator. Our requirement is how much? 1526. Okay, 1526. So select it. Requirement is 1526. But at present, how much it is? At present, you can find the scale. 1526 divided by decimal also has to be considered. Okay, 1526 divided by 105.7523. Using this scale factor, you have to scale it. Means 14.4 times you have to make it bigger one. Okay. I found a scale factor because my requirement is 1526. 1526. At present, that is 105.75 because the image was not proper scale. But now I found that to get 1526, the scale factor means 1526 requirement divided by at present 105.7523. I got a scale factor. Copy this one. Drag it. Control C. Control C. Copy it. Now you can select your object. Okay. SC enter. SC enter. Or you can go to the home option. Scale. Scale option. SC enter. Click the base point. Now from the bottom, Control V, paste the scale factor. Click enter. Okay, enter it. Now you can check the dimension. Just go to the linear. Minute difference may come. That is negligible only. 1526 we need. How much we are getting? 1526.2056. Correct. Now this is actual dimension of the block only. Actual dimension of the block. Now you can simply take the line tools. Okay. For example, I'll be taking polyline. Through the surface, you have to make it. Definitely, it will take some time. I'll be taking a color of this one. Let's say quick color I can take. So through the surface, I need even if the look of your model is bad, doesn't matter. Actual dimension should be there. Otherwise, when we are placing, no, clashes will come. Dimension is not proper. Finally, we will be facing a lot of issues. Okay. So from this point, again, I will be extending until here. And from this point, you can go to the straight until here. That you can extend until here. Here. Okay. Same time, I can take dimensions like this. Okay. Now, same way you can straight. I'll be making through this way. Then you can take it to this side. Okay. Now just enter. The boundary, this one. Yes. Unable to select one. Yeah. Now TR double enter, so it will take some time. Okay. So let me delete this one. Here, not the object line. I'll be deleting. And so that is my mouth. TR double enter. So this one I'm trimming. That is my mouth. Now this projection has to be made. Okay. From here, I'll be making a line this way, this way. Through this region only, we are hanging it. Now we can connect it until here. Unnecessary lines we can trim. TR double enter. Okay. The same way here also we need that polyline. There, here, then this way. Making block and all, it will take time, no? So you can extend there. TR double enter, trim it. Unnecessary things we can trim. TR enter, this one and this one. Okay. The same way, here also we need that. So take the polyline. We need two lines there. One is here. The next one is this way. Normally when we are working, no, 50-50. Sometimes we'll be getting, because we are working with the Dubai project now. So that's why it will be difficult for communication most of the time. Somewhat I'll be doing, adjusting this one. Set a polyline and make it until there. Make a circle, one circle here. Okay. Then render Here, double ender. You can trim this one. And this one you can finish. Select it. Because the machine dimension is not proper, as I told, when we are making the drawings. As per that, the site team will be executing it. Finally, a lot of clash issues can come because the actual machine dimension is not matching with the shop drawings. It may create problem. Here, double ender. Here, this one, this one. Okay. So somewhat that is fine. Now we can move it. This is my object. Correct. This is my object. Object color you can change. So instead of that, if you need this color, so this is my object. Okay. Now this one you can save as a block. You can save this as a block. Okay. Or you can save this. Okay. Now I am copying this one for our project. Control C, Control V. That's our scaled object only. Okay. Now rotate this one. I'm just rotating it. Rotate. With respect to the base point, I'll be rotating it. Now let me save this one as a block. B enter. That is my FDMRN 50 AV 1K block. Okay. Pick points, center point. Okay. Now you can come to the insert option. Your block is there. Now this one you have to use for your. Next step, I have to place this one. I have to place this one where within the drawing. Where we have to place. Anyhow, when you are placing your machine from the nearest obstruction, minimum 300 mm maintenance distance has to be placed. For example, this is my fan coil unit. The fan coil unit, 90% of case, it will be taking a return from backside only. So if you're having doubt in machine, don't worry, we will study that. Okay, this drafting class will, as I told, is not design class. But we should, before starting the HVAC project, the drafting has to be thorough. Okay. So that's why most of the machine will be taking return from the backside only. So if your machine has located like this, your IC machine has located very near to the side wall, when it is taking the suction, we are not having any space for return, right? That's why from the suction point to the nearest obstruction, whether the suction is from left side or it is from back side or it is from side, minimum 1 feet or 300 mm gap has to be maintained. Split AC and all, that is suction side 150 mm. Manufacturer will recommend, but normally 300 mm. If you are going to the catalog of this one, you can find the manufacturer recommended obstruction nearly on this one 300. Minimum of 300 has to be maintained. Okay. Anyhow, let me place it tentatively. Means in this drawing, I'm not having any location for machine, no dimension, right? So approximately I'll be placing it. So from here, minimum 300 mm, that is minimum only. Beyond 300, whatever the distance it may, doesn't matter. I'm selecting this, move it with respect to that point. I'll be placing somewhere here. What is the minimum distance? Minimum distance is 300. Any distance higher than 300 is permissible. So M enter, what direction? I need that direction. Which direction you have to move it? Now I have placed exactly on the side wall. Select it. Where it is coming, it will come above the false ceiling only. We are making floor plan. This machine will come above the false ceiling. So M enter. Okay. Click the base point. From this point, minimum 300. But any distance higher than 300 mm is permissible. So I'll be providing 500 mm. Because here we are not having any other problem. We are having a lot of spaces. At least 300. I have provided this 500. Now, I should make my starting duct. I should make my starting duct from this one. I should make the starting duct and it has to be connected there. Okay. So I'll be selecting my layer property. I'm just going to the layer property. I'm activating my HVAC layer, SAD. Color number for SAD, I'll be providing 70. Now the present layer is HVAC SAD only. Now I'm taking a polyline. Why I'm taking polyline? This is a polyline and this is a line. A polyline and a line. If you want to provide thickness for this one, first thing you have to select your line. Okay, you can select there. The thickness you can assign. Let's say 0.3 thickness. This also 0.3 thickness. But my company is saying that for the SAD, the global width value is 20. Color number 70, global width is 20 in mm scale. I have assigned a thickness, but it is not witnessing because you have to go to the line weight, LW display, or you can click here, no, line weight, LW under, the display line weight, click OK. Now it is witnessing. Correct. Line weight is on, that's why. But I'm just going to LW, enter. Line weight is off. Click OK. I'm not assigning any thickness. See, for this one, I'm not assigning any thickness now. I'm just going to the property. This is polyline, this is line. I'm just going to the property, MO, enter. Okay. MO, enter. Then select your polyline. You can see what object it is, polyline only. What object this is, line only. Okay, we are dealing with the polyline. Polyline, we are having a global width value, 0, this one. How much has to be provided? 20. Select this one, provide 20. Company has provided, enter. Now you can see, even if the line weight is off, the thickness you can witness. Okay. So most of the company, when they are making the drawing, not as per the line weight, they are providing the thickness for the services. Global width only. But global width parameter will function only for polyline, not for line. Line, it is not there. Correct. For example, I'm selecting a polyline. The same time, I'm selecting a line as well. Okay. Select your polyline, global width 20. Select your line. No. What you can do? Easy option. If the lines are 3 different segments, you can select everything, join it. JOIN. Enter. Now that will come a single element. The global width is there. Correct. So line, you can join. It will become polyline. But I am having a single line. Single line I am selecting. There is no single line I am selecting. There is no global width value. Even if I am joining it, JOIN, enter. The global width will not come because single line you can't join it. Line is different segment, you can join, global will come. What you have to do? Single line, if you want to convert into polyline, you have to edit it. The option is P edit. Select it, global width is 0. Option P edit. Okay, enter. Which object you have to convert into polyline? Select this one. Okay, it is asking whether to join it into one or not. Why? Yes, enter. There we are having an option called join, click it. Now you can select the object, the global width value is there. Correct. Means multiple line segments, if you are having, you can simply join it, it will become polyline. But if you are having a single line, if you want to convert that into polyline, multiple line also, by the help of polyline edit option, you can convert that into single. Okay. Join is not mandatory. P edit option is also you can use. Okay, single object, definitely P edit is mandatory. So you can type P edit, polyline edit option, P edit option, which object it is. Select the object. It is asking, do you want to turn it into one? Yes. Why? N means no. Y means yes. It is asking what to do. Join it. Click join. Already you have joined, but once again, just click join. Escape. Now you can select this one. You can provide the global width value of 20. Okay. Understood? So sometimes when you are attending the interview, they might be saying like your color code, your xref color code and all. Accordingly, you have to do it. Okay. That's why when I'm making my duct route, I'll be not using line. Even if I am using line, I'll be converting that into polyline in the last because I should provide global width parameter. First, this is single line only. I'll be converting that into 2-dimensional layout, 2D object. So starting line, I'll be extending until this point. Okay. So I'll be selecting a polyline for the HVAC SAD. From the middle line of this one, I'll be making this straight line. And what's the starting duct dimension? Starting duct dimension, that is 400, 350. Always the first dimension width is 400. So when you in the plan, floor plan, when you are looking from the top side, you can see 400 only, no? So that's why this is our center axis. 400 means with respect to the center axis, 200 here, 200 there. What command you can use? 400, this is single line. 400, two-dimensional object I need. That's why you can try offset option. O enter, okay. Offset distance, how much? Offset distance, 400 duct. So with respect to the center, 200 left side, 200 right side. Offset distance is 200 enter. Now 200 here, 200 here. Okay. Now this is machine mouth. Anyhow, machine mouth is higher than 400. This is machine mouth. It is having a dimension of 914 millimeter. Machine mouth. Correct. You can go to that machine. FDMR. Machine mouth is not full. Correct. There is this much only. 900 only will come. Scaled one. From here to here. But duct is 400. How it is arriving? With respect to the floor height, we have to find it. But since we are already having duct dimension, we can keep that. Now, machine width is mouth is 900, means front side is 900, duct is 400. This is 400, this is 900. Definitely from 900 to 400, we need a taper section like this, right? We need a mouth taper. Before that, in the machine mouth, one more piece we need. That is called flexible duct connector. Flexible duct connector. Okay. Means it is not an integral part of machine. Separately we can purchase along with the flexible duct connector, not standard length and all. Flexible duct connector. This. Normally we will be connecting this flexible duct connector in the machine mouth. From here only, this will be connecting to the machine mouth one side. Here we will be connecting the duct. Why? Two options. The first one, when the machine is working, it may create some vibration. The vibration should not transfer to the duct because our duct we will be hanging above the false ceiling, rigidly fixing. So duct should not vibrate. If it is vibrating, means it may create some noise. That's why vibration isolation is the first option. The second option, machine is rigidly fixed, duct is also. So when you are trying to get the alignment between machine and duct for the connection, bolting, you should need some flexibility in the machine mouth. You should need that. Then only the alignment will be getting. So alignment is a reason, vibration isolation is a reason. Standard distance of this one is 10 inches. Less than 10 means the length should not be higher than 10 inches. This one should be 10 inches means 250 mm. But 4 inch onwards it is available. 4 inch means 100 mm onwards it is available. Okay. What is the material? Normally the material is rubber compound, is neoprene. Neoprene is the material. Not only neoprene, a cheaper material, a cotton cloth called a canvas cloth or cora cloth. Also we are using. Neoprene is moisture resistant. Neoprene will not absorb moisture. Rubber compound only. So it is long durable. Canvas cloth is a cotton cloth. This will be like a canvas. It's a cotton cloth. This one. This canvas cloth flexible connector is available in the market most of the time. Like these are neoprene only. Somewhat like this. It is not exactly that. Canvas cloth also will come here. This one. This is also is canvas only, I guess. Not sure. This one, like that. But this is not 100% moisture resistance. So when the air that is coming out from the machine is approximately 13 degrees Celsius and 100% relative humidity. So sometimes condensation will happen in the machine mouth. Even if we are 100%, we are perfectly designing it. Sometimes condensation will happen inside. Depends. So if you are using neoprene, that is not a big issue. But canvas cloth will be absorbing this moisture. Later, that will be enhancing this fungal algae production, algae growth and all. That's why neoprene will be the good material. Okay, so I'll be making with respect to the machine mouth. What is the machine mouth? Let me take a line in the machine mouth. This one is a machine mouth. I'll be selecting this line, M enter. Okay. And here I'll be placing my canvas. Distance 50, maximum 100 mm I'm providing. So this one I'll be offsetting. See, as per maximum length is limited to 250. Minimum, even 4 inch onwards, that is available. Length is available from 4 inch. 100 mm onwards. 100 is there, 150 is there, 200 is there, 250 is there. 4 inches means 100. So I'll be making the same exact length of mouth. I'll be offsetting this into 2 inches, 50 mm. Okay. So this O enter, 50 enter, 50 there, 50 there. Okay. So overall distance is coming 100 mm. Now I'll be making my circle 2-point circle. So first point, second point. Again 2-point circle. First point, second point. Again 2-point circle. First point, second point. Again the same. First point. First point, second point. Now this unnecessary items you can trim. TR double enter, this one, this one, this one, this one. That is my flexible mouth connector. You can save it as a block for your further project. Okay. Now you can copy this one and you can place it in the machine mouth. There is my flexible duct. Now you can trim the unnecessary lines inside. Now let's say this line will be extending. I need this line for taper making. I'll be selecting a polyline. Because I need that line. Why I will explain. Okay. So TR double enter. Now I should make the machine taper. Means it is clear that duct width is 400. Duct width is 400. Machine is 900 something. So anyhow, from 900 to 400, I need a taper section. The taper angle maximum is 45 degree. 45. Okay. So you can go to DW 144 standard. I'll be selecting duct work 144 standard. DW 144, sheet metal duct work. You can go to the ducting section, last pages. For mouth section or this taper section, maximum permissible angle they are representing 45. 45 degree, 45 degree. This recommendation reduction is 45. SMACNA also. SMACNA. But any angle less than 45 is permissible. Maximum 45. You can use the taper angle 15. Or you can use that is 30. You can use 45. Beyond less than 45 or higher than 45 is not permissible. 15 you can use, 30 you can use, 45. These are the 3 standard options. Maximum is 45. Higher than 45 is not permissible. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'll be making a line. How you can do? If you want to make a line, you can take a polyline. You can activate your ortho mode. Okay. Then you can click here. And after that, you can place your mouse pointer with the 45 degree. Then you can click it. Otherwise, shift angle option or this angle option, shift angle 45. Then your pointer has fixed into 45. Then you can simply click it. There is one option. One option means manually means you have to select your polyline. Your ortho mode has to be turned off and polar tracking has to be turned on. Then you can select this one. Okay. Angle if you want to fix. Shift angle key. Angle key. Shift angle. What angle? 45 degree. Enter. Now the line has fixed to 45. Now you can click it or a distance you can provide. There is one option. The second option, quadrant. Quadrant system. Correct. This one is our what? This is a line we need. Correct. So this is normally the software will be calculating with respect to the anti-clockwise direction only. Correct. You can go to the UN enter. UN enter. It is clear that not as per the clockwise. The angle it is, if you are selecting, that is clockwise. If you are unchecking, now the software is calculating the angle with respect to the anti-clockwise, the conventional Cartesian coordinate system. Okay. So this is 45. This is 90. This is 90 plus 45, 135. This is 180. 180 plus 45, 225. This is 270. 270 plus 45, 315. This is 360. we need from here to here, approximate distance from here to here. If you know, angle, we know how much, 45. Correct. Then like that we can do, select your polyline, approximate distance from here to here, we should know. From here to here, nearly 375, 400 or 500 maximum can come, approximate distance. Because we need this distance, then only by equation we can type. Okay. Now select your polyline, click here. Then you can activate your line command by at option, distance, let's say 500, approximate distance, angle 45. TR double enter, you can trim this one. Now my taper is ready. Correct. For 30 degree you can try, 15 also you can try. The same way here, 45, 90, 90 plus 45, what? 135. So select your polyline, click here. Shift at a distance of 500, angle 90 plus 45, 135, enter. That will come there. TR double enter, click it, select a polyline, join these two lines. Okay. Now TR double enter, inside this 3 you can take. Now my mouth is ready. I have placed my machine. I have created my mouth. Okay. Further connection we can do in the next class. Okay. So today a lot of documentation related things only we have discussed. But that is important, no? xref, see xref, that should come, but it was not coming in the starting, right? xref. Why it was not coming, I don't know. Normally, once you have attached your xref, after that, just save your drawing, or whenever you are doing the changes, you will get a notification there. Correct. We were not getting the notification. Just click it. That should be reflecting in your system as well. But unfortunately, it was not coming. No problem. I will check that. Sometimes software error only. Okay. Clear. Then more connection related things and standard of things and all we can discuss in the next sessions. Clear? Abdul, Aritra, Azhar, Debashish, Faisal. Yeah, Umesh.
Sir, while we are taking that extra file, we are editing in that file itself, right? Or we need to copy or?
No, we are not editing it. We are simply attaching it. xref is a kind of block only.
Okay.
We will attach it. We are not doing anything there. Above the xref, we will create layers. That layers only we are doing.
That's what I am asking. If we are open that extra file, after that we are creating layers. But while taking classes, you are copied and paste in another file, right? That is just showing that message is coming or.
That one I have simply means that xref file I have selected and I made a circle inside. I made a rectangle inside because whenever we are doing the changes in the attached xref file, how we are getting the notification. That's why I have explained that. Normally xref you should not edit because if you are working in a company, you might be rooming in, you might be staying in one room that is too far away from the architecture office. But at the same time, architect might be working in the same file.
Okay.
So whenever he is doing the changes in his system, at the same moment, you will be also getting notification there. That's the purpose of xref.
Okay. In that particular xref, we are creating a layer and we are doing that.
We will be attaching that xref. Above the xref, we will be creating layer. Then on the layers only, we are doing all the services. Finally, once the drawing has completed, suppose if you want to do the printout of only HVAC, plumbing layer, electrical layer, all the other layer we will turn off. So we can, in the drawing, we can see only the HVAC item, then HVAC drawing we can take printout. After that, if we want to take the printout of electrical, all the other services layer we will be turning off, electrical drawing we can take printout. Okay. That's why each and every services should be on separate layer.
Okay. For all these things, we need to specify that origin point 00, right?
But not mandatory. But if you are doing that, then it is good.
Okay.
It is good. Even if that is not exactly located on, but origin, that's a proper way of working, I told. But even if I am also working there, I will not be providing 00. I will attach my xref. If the xref is missing, Z enter, E enter. So my xref will come on my screen. Then I will start doing my project. I will take printout and I will do it. But after some time, above this xref, if I want to attach structure or some other drawing, but when I am attaching it, sometimes exactly on the top surface, it will not come. Structure will, architects might be on one space, structural might be on other space. Then I have to select the structural xref. base point I have to click, manually I have to place above the architectural xref. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. But for
Otherwise,
all
otherwise we need to look at that xref file base point, and
base
according
point,
that
base
we
point.
need to place it.
Exactly. So when the people means when the architect is doing his drawing, when the structural team is doing his drawing, all the other engineers are doing the drawing, their job. Everyone is maintaining the same base point. That will be good for coordination. Okay, so base point should take care. There is a correct way of working.
Okay, I have some other doubts also. Let me try this one. After that, I have.
Okay. Anyway, it will take some time. Getting speed. AutoCAD is very simple tool.
Yeah.
And, getting familiar, it will take 1 to 2 weeks. Means speed matters. That's the only thing. So anything we can make in AutoCAD. Anything, any shape. Okay. So in the upcoming classes, we can finish it. But anyhow, these things you can't study from any software institution and all. From a working environment only, this color code, global width, or there is a lot of videos, for drafting. YouTube, it is there, or but they will be covering just the softwares and all. But this is a way normally we are working. Not only we, every company is working like same way only. Those guys are already working in the drafting or design. They might be already known that. Correct. You might be familiar with this.
Okay, sir. Then good night.
Okay, everyone. Then good night. Already 39, right? Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, right.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.